We're here, my dudes. We're at it again. Are you ready? Oops. Oops. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's happening? Oh, that's the bell. We're online. All right. Timbo, good to see you. Let's see. Chris, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. I know, right? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. All right, cool. Yeah. Let's see. I think the stock exchange is open. And I'll get to your question, Tim. I think it's a good question. Let me just get everything fired up here. All right. How's everybody doing? Any trades in Asia yesterday or New York for anybody? Okay, let me try and get Kick fired up here. We'll look at the market. We'll see what's happening and see if we can spot ourselves a trade. Okay. That's funny. That's sage advice. All right. So, just looking at the market. Not too bad of a play here on NQ, but NQ looks like it might be below this range. We'll see if it comes back into this range here. Gold moving sideways, silver moving sideways. I took a trade last night in silver, and this account is the account that I got. Basically, I got nuked for negative 1,300, right? because of the slippage. I got slipped like $750, $800. Well, look at it now. Slowly getting it back up. Now I'm $15 away from being a break even. I had to erase all that drawdown by myself. Which, you know, whatever. I still consider about $700, $800 a mistake. I should have only lost $750 on that trade. And instead, I lost $1,300. Now, thanks, Tim. Yeah, it just goes to show you, don't give up. Don't give up. And look, I didn't even trade on the 27th. I didn't trade at all. And I was just like, whatever, I'm not taking shit trades. I'm going to take good trades because I need to get this account passed and out of drawdown. So I've gotten it out of drawdown pretty much now. So now it's just slowly, just keep doing what I've been doing. And it might take 2 weeks, it might take 3 weeks. I don't know what it's going to take, but hopefully I'll pass it before the 30 days is up. But to answer your question, Tim, did you passed it at 53 and then activated it first, right? Or are you saying from the start you're at 54 without paying the activation fee? Which one is it? That'll help me answer that question better. And I need to know what prop firm are you using, Bullinox? Or are you on Top Step? I'm ready, TikTok. I'm ready for you to restrict my live today, like you've been doing every day. I'm ready. What's going on? Elvis, good to see you. Okay, Bull and Ox. All right, so if it's Bull and Ox, then have you paid the activation fee yet? Are you at 54,000 before you paid your activation fee? You're still in Project S and you don't know what to do? In what regard, Chris? Not yet. What's going on, Edu? Good to see you. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so if you have, so this is why I would say, Chris, the same thing happened to me. If you are beyond the profit target of 53,000, you have passed the account. You don't need to trade it anymore. And I wouldn't trade it anymore, because if you go below the 53, then you have problems there. So if you're at 54, which is more than you need, stop everything. Email them and say, hey, I passed my account at 53,000 on whatever date. And the next email from them should basically be, okay, we will send you a activation fee invoice. And then they'll send you an invoice pretty much like within an hour. I got mine within 30 minutes. And they send you an invoice, and then at that point, the account is basically in no man's land. But you have to do it within a certain amount of time, or they will look at the account as inactive. So if you email them today or tomorrow or whatever, you should be able to get that account activated by the end of the week, or even today. And then once the account is activated, then it switches to the color, it will be red, it switches to pink, and now you're on an active funded account. And from there, you basically start back over. You'll be at 50K, you have your $2,000 or $3,000 drawdown, whatever it is, I can't remember, I think it's 2,000. And then you have to make your 53,000 to be able to take a payout. The rules are on the website. I don't remember exactly what the payout is, but what I suggest, and what a lot of the guys in the mentorship suggest, is create yourself a buffer on that account. So if it's a 50K account, try and get it up to like 55. Then take a 50% payout back towards your minimum. If your minimum needs to be 53, there's a minimum before you can take a payout. I think it's 53,000. Once you hit 53,000, make 2,000 on top of that, so you're at 55,000. Then take a 50% payout, which would be 1,000. So now the account's at 54,000. Then try and make another 2,000 and take another 1,000 payout. Do that for a while and you want yourself a nice cushion on the account. You definitely do not want to be taking a full payout back to zero. What's up, Alex? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Because you want to have that cushion. And the reason why is because when you start an account, it's kind of like, I only have a couple of $1,000 of cushion here. I could blow this account pretty easily. Well, if you have $5,000 or $6,000 cushion, you can do one of two things. You have room to actually kind of, do some damage to the account if you just have a bad month or a bad week. Or if you're like, I'm done, I'm ready to close this account, you can withdraw all the way back down to 50. Because everything above 50 on a past account, on a funded account, everything above 50 is yours. You get to keep it for now. Once you hit like $10,000 in payouts, then they take 10%. And you keep 90% or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Each prop firm's a little different. But yeah, that's what we kind of do. That's what other traders in the group are doing and stuff. So I recommend that. That should work out for you. But yeah, get on that email right away. Sometimes for whatever reason, it's happened to me on Bull and Ox twice. It's like, hey, I passed 2 accounts 2 days ago. What's going on here? And they didn't catch it or something, or their system didn't notify them, or I don't know what happened. But I definitely wanted I wanted those accounts to get activated pretty quickly. Interesting little breakout here on silver, potentially. This is what I traded last night. I traded silver last night in Asia. I don't see the number. I just took a really small trade in silver because I've never really traded it successfully and confidently. What's going on, Will? How you doing? Doing good, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope that answered your question, Chris and Tim. Let me know if you want or need any more. Their website really does explain it well. You can also ask AI. Yeah, you can ask AI to kind of you know, give you an explanation. Hopefully better than mine. I call you William, but I think it's Willem, like Willem Dafoe. And if you want me to say Willem instead, let me know. Or Will, or whatever. Don't let me say your name wrong if it bugs you. Coffee. Oh, I heard a noise. Herman, welcome to the crew. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. If you plan on staying, Chris, on Bullinox, then you're going to have to switch to Rhythmic. You don't have a choice. You can still trade Project X for a while. I've heard Rhythmic is interesting. I've heard great things about Rhythmic, but you have no choice. So, like Willem Dafoe. Okay, sounds good. Will. I'll call you Will or Willem. Willem Wallace. Yeah, I think everybody's doing pretty good. It's been pretty good. We took a trade last night just like this on silver. I'm thinking about doing it again. Maybe. It's also a pretty strong level right there. Nah. I think the one we took last night was above a key level. This one would be still under a key level. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Looks like NQ is overall bullish and ES are overall bullish. Gold is very bullish and so is silver. Silver's moving sideways now. Silver almost crossed 120. That's crazy. That's crazy. Almost crossed 120. That's crazy. Gold's moved up a lot. I remember when gold was at 4,000, I was kind of like, I should just open a trade on gold at 4,000 and leave it. I wish I had. Now it's like, oh, I'm going to do it now. And then guess what? It's going to drop. But I don't usually swing trade or leave trades open for a long time. Also, you can't do it on prop firms. Once the trading day closes, they will basically liquidate all your positions. But you could do it in a personal account. Like, I want to buy gold and then just leave it there for the next 10 years. You open a ticket on Bulldog's help desk? Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's all you can do, Chris. That's all you can do. They'll get back to you. They've never not gotten back to me. Especially when you're trying to give them more money. You're like, hey, I'm trying to activate this account, fools. Don't ban me, TikTok. I'm talking to a computer. Okay? Thank you. TikTok likes to ban you for anything and everything. What's going on, Alex? My man over here, Mr. Smashing the likes. This other camera, so I'm using this camera on TikTok. This other camera is just dead. It just doesn't work anymore. Like, I've got it on and it's just, there's nothing. See, it's in the background there. Nothing. No webcam. Which is fine, whatever. Kind of lowers the computer load, I guess. I don't know. Psh, who knows? Who knows? Somebody said that they tried my code. Hang on, 9:45 candle. Hang on. And they said it didn't work. So I need to check that. Not a whole lot of range here on ES. Gold is still within the range. Silver closed at resistance. We're going to have to wait a couple more candles. You have another question, Chris? Go for it. Yeah, go for it. In the meantime, I'm going to see if there's something going on with that code. I wouldn't, let's see, I can keep trading even if I pass the account until when? I can withdraw and keep trading. I wouldn't. Once you passed it, I would stop. I would stop completely. What a lot of guys do is they'll get another account, another cheap account like the one that I have there with the code, and then they'll trade that one while they're waiting for the other one. Because what happens is eventually, once you pass the other account, then you can copy them together. And then when you take one trade on one account, it'll copy automatically to the second account. So if you take a trade and you make $100, you actually made $200 because you're copy trading on two accounts, or three accounts. That's where it can really get juicy. If you take a trade and you make 3 times as much money on that, that's really the goal you want to be getting to. But I would not trade the past account any further, because if you drop it below that threshold, then it'll be ineligible or something. I don't know. They might not let you activate it. I don't know exactly. After it gets activated, of course you can trade it. You can trade it the same day. Once you pay the fee, they'll activate it immediately. Oh man, I didn't even think about the second mouse strat. Oh crap. Second mouse strat. It wasn't really that big of a breakout. It wasn't that big of a breakout, but it's there. Dang it. I wasn't even paying attention. That's all right. It's not that great. It's not really that strong of a breakout. Let's see. Ish. It definitely did fake out back into the range. Or at least MES did. It's interesting. All right. I haven't gotten really much in New York lately. I don't know what's going on. All right. So if I go to my code. I discovered the issue. Okay. They reset. Okay. All right. The code's going to work now. Yeah. Yep. I just figured out what happened, Chris. I just figured out what happened. So what they do is it's an 89%. Dude, it's 89% now. 89%. That's sick. Okay, what happened was the 83 one expired and I didn't know about it, right? All right. Yeah, sick. And then now it's an 89% and they give me a new code number, which I can change. So I changed it back to Seth NYSE. That is I just have to go in there and physically change it. So I'm glad somebody's pointed that out. If that happens again, let me know immediately so I can be like, oh shoot, I got to go back in there and change that code. I did not know that was going to happen. All right, let me change this. We're at 89%. That's pretty freaking good. Basically a 90% discount on a Bullinox account. Nobody else does that, man. Nobody else does that. It's the one thing about Bullinox. Yeah, you still have to use Rhythmic. That's true. There's one thing I like about Bullinox. It's their discount codes. It's like $15, dude. It's ridiculous. I love it. I love it. Yeah, trust me, I have purchased many of them. I mean, some guys I know have they've bought way more than that and blown them, but I've bought like 15 of them. So there is also another code for uh, an option, like oh, you know what else? Check this out. Normally my code doesn't work for a 25K account, but now this one right here does. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna drop that in the Discord. That's normally, I don't normally get 25K account. That's sweet. I like that. Let's see. I'm gonna put this in the Discord. 25 or 50K recommendation. I like 25K accounts because you only have to make 1,500 to pass them. And then once you pass them and you activate them, then you only have to get another 1,500 to then start taking a payout. If you can trade, what's the difference really between 50K and a 25K account once you're passed? Well, you can make more. Right, but if you're not trading heavy, if you're just trading kind of light or whatever, then it doesn't really matter. So I was always happy with 25K accounts. They're a little bit cheaper too. They're like 13 bucks. But that was always just my personal preference. All right, I'm dropping a new post. And I'm going to share it. Arial. Yeah, it's up to you, Chris. What's your goal? What's your goal? Do you want to pass quick and get funded? Or do you want to have an account that lasts a long time and you're able to make more money over time? The 50K account will take you a little bit longer. You have to, as you know, it takes you 3,000. Yeah. If you can make the 3,000 in a month, then go for the 50K. If you want to pass it quick and get funded, the activation fee is basically going to be the same. Does anybody know how to see your trade when you're on Rhythmic? Yes, great question, Stuart. I've never used it. I have no idea. When does it expire? It expires in about a week, I think. But it says it expires on the 4th of February. And then they'll give me a new code, and I should change it back to my code, is basically. Yeah. Okay. If you use your code, the monthly will stay the same. That's correct. Yeah. Basically, if you use my code, if you don't pass it within a month, then when you go to reactivate it, when you go to like renew it, you'll still renew it at the 89% discount. So if you bought the, yeah, exactly, Tim. So if you buy a 100K account and it costs you $23, okay, and you go a month and you haven't passed it yet, and you want to renew it, you'll still spend the $23. Even if you blow the account and you want to renew it, it'll only be $23. That code sticks to that account. The second you use that code, it sticks to that account and it doesn't leave it. It's really nice. Yeah, you have to switch to the Rhythmic, unfortunately. That's the one thing, and there's nothing I can do about that. Absolutely nothing I can do about that. Nobody likes that, but that's definitely not a Bullinox problem. That's a Project X problem. They basically said we're removing every single prop firm except for Top Step, which I believe they probably have some kind of partnership or something with them. Sucks. Really sucks. Man, look at this beautiful price action. I got 4 dojis right now. It's great. I don't know. That's a good question, Chris. That I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer that question. If you want to go with a Bullinox, you have to go Rhythmic. I do know that. But the discount that I have only works through Bullinox. I'm sure you can get a Rhythmic account. I don't know. I don't know how any of that works, unfortunately. Pez joined? That's the wrong Pez. There's a Pez in my TikTok. It's the wrong Pez. Exclamation Pez! He's quantum leaped. Back to the futures. 203 times. I love it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Why is Rhythmic so bad? I don't know. I don't know, Tim. I don't know that much about it. I just know a lot of people just don't like it for whatever reason. I don't know. I've never used it. I've never played around with it. But Top Step, Bullinox is going to have to figure out something, because if everybody hates the trading platform they picked, they're going to lose money. They're going to have to pick something better if Rhythmic is that bad. One minute to the 4-hour and the 1-hour closure candles. Trade evade's down. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, Biblical. Going to the gym. Sounds good, Biblical. I think so, Tim. Yeah, I think so. I think as soon as you get the account, then you have to move into the process of going into Rhythmic. Because I had to do that originally with Project X. You can also do a there's another one. As soon as you get an account on your dashboard, you'll get a free NinjaTrader license key. So you can do NinjaTrader as well. At least that's what I see on my dashboard. So they give you a free license key to trade on NinjaTrader. Maybe look into that. I don't know. Just a thought. Man, what's going on in the markets? Not a bad play here on silver. Problem is we're right at a level. It's a pretty small level, though. I halfway want to take this silver. But it's within the first minute. Got to give it time. Let it cook. Let it cook. I like what silver did, though. It might just leave without us. Leave without me here. Come on, you stupid mouse. Got some range. I'm going to watch silver for a minute. Didn't really give a bottom wick here. Depends. Can't trade an in-trader because they don't have access in Romania. Interesting. I didn't know that. You have to pay monthly. You have to pay monthly use NinjaTrader? That's weird. I get a free license key. I would think that license key would cover it. But maybe that's just the activation. You're restricted, Alex. I see. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bull and Ox is making some weird changes, dude. They are making some weird changes. I guess, I don't know. It was never this complicated before, but I guess everything's been thrown off. I really like this silver play here, but it just kind of rocketed. There's a level here. And it didn't really give me much of a bottom wick. Usually when you have a long bottom wick on the candle before, you can kind of get away with not having too much of a bottom wick, but maybe a little more than that would have been nice. Not a bad silver play here, but I think it's a little too late. It popped too quickly. Usually when on the 10 o'clock candle, which is right now, which is the 1 hour and the 4 hour closure, I like to give it 1 to 2 minutes to just breathe. Trust me, I've been burned on those candles too many times. You have to pay, let's see. You cannot trade on NinjaTrader because they don't have access in Romania, but you can, oh no, Chris said you can pay monthly to use NinjaTrader. Interesting. And you can do NinjaTrader on your phone too, on mobile as well. And yeah, you should get a key. Like Tim said, you should get a key there. NinjaTrader key. I can't show you mine because then you can steal it. But you definitely have a NinjaTrader key. It's interesting. Let's see.
Welcome to the crew. It's Captain Pinkbeard. How's it going?
What's up, Janelle? Welcome to the crew. It's weird that I played twice. Welcome to the crew. Yeah. Silver. No bottom wick on gold. NQ's doing who the hell knows what. Okay. Yeah, I am, Stuart. Actually, I got to get ready here in about 30 to 45 minutes. Yay. I get to go to a job that I make I can't say what I make, but it's not what I can do on the charts. Let's just say that. Yeah, I bought about 2 more candles in me before I have to get ready for work. All right, sounds good, Alex. Good to see you, man. Take care of yourself. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Appreciate you guys using my code. They gave me like $1.50 for you using the code. It's nice. You just finished making peanuts? How do you make peanuts? Don't you have to grow peanuts? But yeah, they gave me a little bit of an affiliate thing or whatever. Small, tiny amount. They're a rich company. They can afford to pay their creators. Guys like me that are promoting their confusing platform. That's why I'm giving Top Step a try. Trust me, I've bought plenty of Bullinox accounts to the point now where I'm like, okay, I know how to trade now. So now I can I gotta kick it up a little bit and maybe get more serious and get into Top Step, which is what I'm doing now. Very little money. Yeah, very little money. $13, $15 isn't bad in the US. Depends. Oh, you're talking about, oh yeah, the job, yeah. Yeah, no. It's not insane in the US. Oh, it is. When you work for a company that's extremely, I'm not saying my company is this way, but when you work for a company that's extremely greedy and doesn't share their profits with their workers, then yeah. Oh, this silver play is working out. This silver, well, maybe not. It's jumping all over the place. Yikes. Look at that jump. Oh, that would be nuking your account right now. Oh, they pay you peanuts. I see what you're saying, Stuart. Got it. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense, yeah. You finished making peanuts for the day. Now I understand. Holy crap, look at silver. Look at silver. Silver just, oh man, it just shot up. And I was like, oh, this is a good silver play. It's going to go. And then it just started freaking out, tweaking out. And then now it just went red. Wow. Silver and gold, both. There's not even a news candle. Both of these markets are just instantly melted. Wow, you got to be super careful. This is why I say take what the market gives you, get in and get out. Because this could happen right now. You would have been just destroyed. If you had trailing drawdown, both of those candles right there would have just destroyed your account. Wow. That's insane. I wonder if Trump, what are you doing, Trump? Man, would love to trade this. I bet you they close the market right now. They're going to shut down the market. They're going to shut down silver. What they'll do is when it starts moving too fast like that, the prop firms will nuke it. You can't trade it until it settles. So I wouldn't be surprised if they close it. I've seen that before. I've seen it before where I'm just watching a candle like this and it just literally melts through the floor. I wonder if Big Daddy Trump's talking or tweeted. He's like, this would be the greatest trade in silver ever. And then boom, this happens. Full sell on gold. Wow, that was interesting to watch. It just turned around. Anybody who was in a buy somewhere in the world just got destroyed. Just got absolutely destroyed. That sucks. Yeah. This is the greatest tweet ever, and everybody knows it. Nah, I don't have a very good impression. Your boys get right. What's going on, Duet? What's happening, son? How you doing, Cassie? Doing good? I think she's off. It's so weird to me when my friends who don't know that I trade, they have no clue, they find my TikTok. I don't have this TikTok account connected to those people, and somehow they find my TikTok. It's really weird. Like real life in person friends. So weird. So weird. That happened to me the other day. My brother-in-law found my TikTok. I'm like, what the hell? He doesn't even know that I trade. I don't talk to my family about trading at all. Did the candles freeze again? Yeah. Wow, look, now NQ and MES are turning around. Something happened. Yeah, I clicked off the chart. It's so dumb. I wish when I open up TikTok, see, I've got TikTok open. Look, it freezes the candles. Why? Like, why? There you go. Something happened. Still in the range. Yep, that's right. You get in trouble if you buy another account with another email. Yes. Yeah, if they detect you have multiple emails or multiple users, then they couldn't shut the whole thing down. Just buy another account with the same email, Chris. And you can have multiple accounts under the same email. That is permitted. And then you can start stacking those accounts, copy trading those accounts. Yeah, you're your boss. Well, you say that, yeah. Yeah, I gotta be really careful, Tim. I gotta be really careful what I say. What I say on camera because it's recorded. But at the same time, I've said things to their face. I'm like, listen, since I've taken this job, I've not been able to make ends meet. I told this to my boss the other day. And I said, I've had this conversation with you before, and your suggestion was that I get a second job. And guess what? That's what I did. So now my schedule is more complicated. And I had that conversation. So they know. They know. But at the same time, I got to be careful because I don't want them to see this and say, oh, we don't need you anymore. No. Don't do that. We're not there yet. Most of my trading is in my retirement account anyways. So I can't touch that money until I'm 65, which is like next year. All right, so we don't need to be losing the job before that. Wow, look at MES is just melting. There's no way. Something happened. Trump tweet or something. Something just happened. You can't choose rhythmic or other. That's so weird. That's so weird. You don't see the option to choose. Strange. That is strange. I've never had that issue before. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe go to their help desk? I'm sure you're tired of being on the help desk, Chris. Yeah, I'm looking in the Bull and Ox. I'm looking and I just don't. I think mine looks a little different because mine hasn't switched over to rhythmic yet because I still have I still have Project X, and if you have Project X, you can keep using it until the end of February. So I think that's why mine might look different than yours because it hasn't switched yet. I don't see anything on mine about rhythmic. Nothing. Yeah. That's a bit confusing. Bull and Ox should just rename themselves to Interactive Prop Firm. Because of how confusing they are. Bro, look at this muffin my wife made. This is handmade. It's just sitting here staring at me. Homemade blueberry muffin. Waiting for me. I'm a lucky guy. Get yourself a woman who loves baking. Or a man, if you're a woman or whatever. Get yourself a partner who loves baking. Man, what is the market doing today? If ES or NQ flip, we don't have a much range here. 77. Man, I don't know. If ES or NQ flip red, we could potentially take a sell. But there's a little tiny level over here on ES. ES looks better. This is more of a hard level on NQ. Gold is and silver are just in the range. And after what they just did, I don't trust them. NQ and ES have a little bit more. Yeah, I asked my Polish friends to buy hot dogs. That's right. Oh, I got another story for you. Since we're waiting for candles. Remember where I told you guys that I almost died at work the other day? And I never finished the story. You guys want to hear this story? Let me find a picture that helps this story. Let me see if I've got this picture. Still. Where is it? I might have deleted it. Yeah. Not seeing this picture. Yeah. I know, right, Tim? What a jerk. What a jerk I was. That's not the only time I've almost died at this job. I've almost died 3 times at this job. This one job, I've almost died 3 times. I'm trying to find a picture that'll help tell the story. I might not be able to find the picture. Let me just give me a second, look for it. I keep saying, oh, I need to tell these guys about this story, and then I keep forgetting. Do I have the picture still? I don't see it. Okay, well, I'll just have to tell it. Basically, there was a picture of me in the hospital. All right. So, I might pause to take an ES trade here. I'm actually going to watch ES on the one chart real quick. That way I can see it better. I really like what ES is doing. In fact, if it flips here, give me a sec, Tim. Let me just evaluate this real quick. If it flips, I think we could take a trade on ES. I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm at work, and a huge part of my job is wildlife. I work at an airport. We have to basically make sure that wildlife don't hit airplanes, plain and simple. So one of the things that I have to do is yes, sorry, Tim. I have to capture some wildlife. One of the things that I've told you before that I capture is coyotes. We capture them. They come on the airport. I capture them, and then I move them to another part of the world, whatever, right? So I'm setting a coyote trap, and it's cold out. Got the thing set up and everything. I'm like, oh, I need to kind of like cover it up so it doesn't look so trappy, right? It isn't, metal and stuff. Hide the metal. So you take leaves and whatever, sticks and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, there's a whole bunch of pine needles over there. I'm going to go over there. So I go over there and I grab a big pile of pine needles. I come back over to the trap and I put the pine needles around the trap, which I don't. No, I was going to show you what a trap looks like, but whatever, you get the idea. I go back over, I grab some more pine needles, I pick up the pine needles, but the pine needles are heavy, and in my hand, I'm holding a rattlesnake. I'm like, fuck! Right? I freak out, dude. I freak out. I dropped it. I'm like, holy shit! Right? And as soon as that happened, I'm telling you, the adrenaline in my body went from 0 to 1,000 instantly. I'm literally holding it was a baby or a juvenile rattlesnake. And I was like, this is one of the most poisonous freaking snakes in the world. And I just picked it up with my hand. And thankfully, I was wearing some leather gloves, some good leather gloves. And I absolutely sharded myself. I walked around the truck a little bit. I was like, oh, God. I should be dead right now. I should be dead right now. I should be dead right now. I just picked up a rattlesnake. And my whole life is flashing before my eyes. And I'm like, what if I got bit? And my adrenaline is so high that I don't know if I got bit. And I'm looking at my hand. I'm looking at my arm. And I'm like, I don't know if I got bit. Plus the adrenaline is clouding my perception and my vision. So I look at my hand and a red spot starts forming. I'm like, son of a bitch. Ugh. Yeah, I picked up a rattlesnake, dude. So I decided, because I couldn't, if you've ever had an adrenaline rush so high, you can't think straight. You can't make decisions. You don't know the difference between reality and what's not real. It's a very weird feeling. It's a very weird feeling to have your brain dump all that adrenaline at once. You can't tell right from wrong. You can't tell left from right. It's just very strange. So I'm like, I'm not taking a chance. I'm just going to go straight to the emergency room just in case I got bit and it starts kicking in. I'm at a hospital. So I jump in the work truck. I drive over to the ER, the emergency room. I check myself in and they're like, what are you here for today? And I said, potential snake bite. And they're like, what kind of snake? And I said, rattlesnake. And then the whole team was like, oh shit. And I like 7 people swarm me. And they're like, all right, get him over here, get him this, do this, do this, do this, get him in this room, get that. And I see him bringing in a cart, like this specific medicine specifically for the rattlesnake. And they're like, take your shirt off. I take my shirt off. I'm laying in this hospital bed. I'm like, geez, what the hell? What the hell is going on? My adrenaline is still pumping, right? And I had 7 people on me. What's your name? What's your insurance? What's your da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? And then the doctor comes over and she's like, so tell me what happened, right? She's the only one that recognizes that my adrenaline is up here and is able to like, okay, tell me what happened, little boy. Like she's able to talk to me on a level that I'm like, okay, I can focus. I said, I think I got bit by a snake. She's like, what kind of snake? What did it look like? I'm like, it was definitely a rattlesnake. How do you know it was a rattlesnake? Because it had diamonds on its back. And I know that it's eastern diamondback rattlesnake. I know that snake very well. I'm very aware of this snake. She's like, what are you doing playing with snakes? And I was like, no, you don't understand. I was at work because I would have to do this, have to set traps, have to do all this stuff. This trade is not working out. And so she's like, well, let me look you over. She looks at my hand and everything. And she said, I don't see any puncture wounds. And I said, what about this red thing forming on the back of my hand? And she's like, no, there's no holes. You did not get bit, but we'll keep you here for 30 minutes or so, and we'll just monitor you. Okay, so I ended up basically, after that, after the doctor was like, no, we're good, everybody disappeared, right? Everybody disappeared and went and dealt with other stuff. And then I just had one person checking in on me on like every 30 to 45 minutes. And then once I was good and they realized I didn't get bit, which I was freaking lucky, dude. So freaking lucky. Dude, more lucky than this. Like, you want to talk about luck? Pick up a snake and live to tell about it. How about that for luck? So once I realized everything was good, then they released me and I went back to work. But I was like, holy freaking crap, dude. Yeah, that's my story, dude. That's my story. That's one of the 3 times I've almost died at this job. Oh. Yeah. Pick up a rattlesnake and live to tell about it. Tell the story. The thing with the babies is that they have so much venom and they can't control it. They can literally inject their entire body's venom into your skin in one shot. And you're done. Or at least your hand will be done. I don't know exactly if it goes into your veins or whatever, but geez. Yeah, thankfully, Tim. I live in a place where I didn't think we had, poisonous snakes. Like I'm from the West Coast, and on the West Coast we have like rattlesnakes is a thing, right? I grew up with the idea of rattlesnakes. And sure enough, on the East Coast we have them too. Like, oh, stupid. Well, there's even more poisonous snakes in this side, but it just gives me the creeps even talking about it. I can't believe. Thankfully, I wore gloves that day, so I was smart enough to do that. But never again am I just going to reach down and pick up leaves or earth or whatever without raking it out first, looking through it, and then picking it up. So I learned my lesson that day. That was a lesson that I could have. When I broke my arm, I was doing something. I was basically skateboarding like an idiot. I was doing something stupid. I still to this day regret that. And I should have just not done it. And I know that if I had gotten bitten by the snake, I would have felt exactly the same way. So I had to learn. I learned a lesson from getting lucky from not getting bit, instead of learning a lesson from getting bit. So I'm very thankful. Very thankful that did not go against me. Sheesh. Man. Yeah, so that's my story where I almost died the other day. I've been wanting to tell you guys that, and I kept forgetting. I kept forgetting. Yeah. So anytime you hear somebody say, I got bit by the market, like, you don't know what it's really like. I still like, I want to see a small green candle here on NQ or ES and potentially take the next one. Silver and gold right now just have nothing for me. Nothing. There's nothing going on with those two. So I'm just watching to see. I really like what NQ is doing. Really like what NQ is doing. There is a level there, though, which is concerning. I'm going to watch NQ for a few. And then I'll probably have to jump off. Yeah, I like to tell you guys stories. I've almost died in an airplane a couple of times, too, when I was flying for a living. I can tell you those stories, too, but... Well, I'll slowly get the stories out, right? You learn a little bit about me every stream or once or twice a week. Yeah, no kidding, Stuart. Same here, dude. After that, same here. No, can do. You have so many there? Yeah. What a horrible creature. I've never really been afraid of them, but now I have a new respect and maybe even a new fear for them. When you pick one up and it's in your hand. That thing could have coiled around and got me on the arm very easily. Could have coiled around and boom, hit me. And it didn't. Yeah, exactly. There is a possibility it bit the glove, a leather glove. I don't know. That's why I thought maybe it penetrated the glove and it got me in the skin. Even if it was just a little bit, it can still be a problem. So that's why I was like, I need to go straight to the emergency room just in case. Just in case. So stupid. What a stupid thing to do. I hate how you have to learn from your stupid mistakes the hard way. I hate that. You know, that sucks. If NQ can close small green here, and it looks like it will, and the next candle gives me a little bit of a retest, and then pushes down, we might be looking at a good sell here. There's a little bit of a retest. I'm going to put an order in. I like NQ right now. Holy shit. I said a little bit of a retest, NQ. Chill, dude. I got a feeling it's gonna flip red. Got a feeling it's gonna flip red. Really want to get a good trade here. Could also get cooked. Trade at your own risk. This isn't a too bad of a setup. Guess they're fine from a distance, yeah. Got a feeling it's gonna flip red here. Let's see. Got nothing on gold and silver. I don't like what MES did. It's too big of a candle, so we'll watch NQ. It's probably gonna go green. I like this for a continuation. The only thing is that there's a level over here. So if this flips red, it's probably gonna react off of this level right here. Okay, it's pretty clean below that. So what I'll probably do is if I get in this trade, I'll take partials here and move to break even. That's my plan. It's not a whole lot of range to do that though. We got about 60 ticks. But it's looking pretty juicy right now. Here we go. Here we go. Jump scare inbound. I should probably move this down a little bit.
Order filled.
We are in like Flint. Ready to see me get cooked on this account? All right, we're going to take partials about right here. Don't do me dirty, NQ. Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty, NQ. Order filled. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna be cautious with this. If I need to exit this trade early to protect this account, I will. But it's looking all right so far. It's kind of dancing. Come on, dude. Don't be a Ted dancing. Melt, you motherfucker. You can see where my levels are. I really want to hit the 10 and go to break even. That's what I want to do. The next level is here. Come on, NQ. Where's the bacon? Where's the bacon? NQ loves the bacon. I'm getting it out. I'm cooking it up. We're cooking it up, NQ. I'm getting it ready. Get the bacon out. Come on, NQ. Don't do me like this. Don't go that way. You're going the wrong way, you jerk. Get back here. I hate when you get a trade and you get like 10 ticks and then it reverses. That's it? That's all I get. 10 ticks. That's it? Don't flip green, you bastard. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, that's good. I feel pretty good about it. We have a lot of strength. It closed small body green. There is a level here, which is why I'm planning to exit a little bit early. But it's still got some potential here to push. And I feel good about this trade. I feel good. Even if I lose this trade, I think it's still a pretty good setup. Bacon, bacon, bacon. It sees it. It smells the bacon. Fuck yeah. Break even trade. Going to break even. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Bacon trade. Worked again. It always works. Oh, it always works. Oh, I love it. Look how far we can let this thing melt. All the way down here, dude. Let's do it. Yeah. And I'm in profit. Da, 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 da. I know I shouldn't be excited, but I am. I'm excited because one, the bacon worked again. The bacon always works, right? You're too short. That's right. Two, I erased the entire huge mistake that happened on this account that I asked Top Step to fix, and they said no. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. All right. Look at me now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna short that. Oh, love it. Da, 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 da. As soon as this trade closes one direction or the other, I will be locking out. Because I'm feeling that. Yeah, I always have to celebrate the bacon. You're right, Stuart. I'm feeling that excitement, and we're out. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Take what the market can give you and get the fook out, right? So I'm gonna lock out. Boom. Done. Locked out. Done. Bacon strat worked again, boys. I love the bacon strat, dude. It's only not worked one time. One time. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm locked out. Now I can celebrate, right? Now I can celebrate. I can't do any damage to my account. I can't blow it. I can't lose it. I'm locked out. Now I can feel the, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how much I made. This is why I encourage you guys to do this. I have no clue how much money I just made. No clue. And I do that on purpose. Why? And I've said this before. I want to get the good trades. I'm excited that I got a good trade. That's what I'm excited about. I have no idea what I made. It's all blocked. It's all blocked. If I show you on screen here, oops, go back. Look, see how it's blocked out? I have no idea what I made. I'll look at it in a second, right? But I'm also locked out here. I do that on purpose. I have absolutely no clue how much money I'll make. We'll check it in a second. How do you do that? You go into your settings and you go into, I'll show you exactly where it is. Yeah, W's in chat. Did anybody else take that? Anybody else take the bacon trade with me? That was a good trade, dude. Like I said, if you're going to learn one thing, it's this. You need to respect your levels. Respect that level. Right? Get out before that level or take partials, which is what I like to do. You got it? Sick, Tim. Good. I took partials at this level right here. I did not ignore that level. Don't ignore it. Not much room for a trade. I mean, I squeezed in there. And I did that by taking partials and went BE. Because look at the trade now. Now it's flipping green. Whatever. I don't care. I'm out. You get your crumbs and you get the hell out. You took some profit, nice. Oh, you went full profit, sick. W for that. That is awesome, Will. That is awesome. I love that. Yeah, you didn't take it because of that level, and that's okay, Stuart. That's okay. I've done this long enough now that I know I can squeeze in a little trade, and I know it's gonna react off that level. I just know it, so I'm gonna take partials. Or potentially take the full thing and get out before that level. Yeah. Okay, so got yourself another green day. Sounds good, Stuart. Yeah, I always celebrate the bacon. The bacon was cooking. Just going back and reading the chat. Yeah, good stuff. In and out. That's just like the burger place. Took full TP. Excellent. Oh, you can't trade Apex? That's weird, Willem. That's really weird. I've heard really bad things about Apex. I've heard really bad things. So I also do two things and then I'll jump off here. I'm going to show you guys how to journal it. How I journal it is the big thing I want you to know too is after your win, lock out. Lock out, lock out. Now I can't do any more damage. I feel that, ooh, I won. You're right. And this is how casinos get you. You go from table to table, and before you leave the place, you're already out of money. Not happening to me. Not here. Even if I wanted to take another trade, I can't. So I took a short position. I got in about there. So I like to use this. And I put my stop loss there. And I actually kind of went 1-to-1. What kind of deal? It was kind of a 1-to-1. Yeah, that looks good. Then what I'll do is I'll screenshot this. Just screenshot it and save it. This is how I journal. Take a little screenshot, save it. Good. And then I'll show you guys how to hide your stuff. And then we'll see how much money I made. To me, that's the celebration. That's the ooh, I get to go see how much we made. Don't even care how much it was while I'm trading. Don't even care. Don't want to know. Don't want to know while I'm trading. Let's see here. That was a win in New York. And today's the 28th. Oh, God, that was a good trade. Oh, fucking great trade. Folder. Dude, Tim, I actually have a screenshot that says best indicator ever, and it's the bacon. And it's all my bacon trades. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it works. Look at it now. Look at NQ's coming back down. I think it's because I left the bacon there. It's taking another bite. You know, this is still looking pretty good for it to dump. It's probably going to come down here. It's going to get down here. So if you didn't take that, you might have another opportunity. Wait for this closure, though. Wait for this closure. All right, so let's look at the settings. So in your settings here, you can go over to privacy. Oh, man, you can't even see it. Hang on. There's a privacy tab here. See this? Privacy tab. And then you can check and uncheck all of these. I checked them all. I don't want anything. I don't want to see anything. I want them all to be hidden. I don't need to see any of it. I don't want to look at the money. The money is a trigger for emotion. I see the money. I'm like, oh, I'm up $300 or whatever. Now I have a different response to how I'm going to react. No. Not doing that. Not doing that. I am responding to what the candle is doing. I am reacting to what the levels are doing. I am reacting to what the trade is doing. I'm not reacting to how much money I made. You guys see the difference? If you can make that separation between the emotional money side and the cold, strategic, sniper, take the trade, pull the trigger when you need to side, if you can make that separation, you will see a difference in your success. So that's what I do. Take the emotion out of the trade. Take the money off the screen, because we are human beings and we're attached to money. We have an emotional reaction to money. Oh, hey, look, somebody sent me $100. That feels good. Oh, what the heck? I just got a bill for $100. What the heck? Right? You have an emotional response every time. So yeah, absolutely, Stuart. Yeah, try it. It's working great for me. Now, not a flex, but I just want to see. I want to see how much we made on that trade. Since you guys saw the trade, I'm just curious. I have no idea. Yeah, no, it doesn't work for Top Step, Chris. It's only Bull and Ox. Unfortunately, Top Step, they don't put codes out. That's on them. They don't put codes out. Great advice. Yeah, absolutely, Stuart and Tim. Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. It's something that I had to learn on my own. It wasn't something that we were taught in the mentorship. It's possible. Yeah, I'll take a look, Tim. I got to jump off and get ready for work. But let's see what we do. Yes, sir. Oh, my God. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Eat that 1,300. Stick it in your crotch. You take that 1,300 and stick it in your crotch. Look at that trade, dudes. Oh. W. W. This week has been good so far, man. What was this, 122 or something from last night? What did I have it on? Yeah, so you can see here 125 from last night. Damn. That was good. That's some good stuff right there. So 125 from last night in silver. You can't see because of this chat in silver. And then I took 10 in NQ right here. Closed the partials. And that bagged, where's it at? That bagged 290. Now, here's what's interesting. That's most of the trade done, right? I wanted, if you notice, I put the ticks, 4 ticks into profit. Why? Look what the fees cost me. The fees cost me $740 plus $370. That's about $10. Look what we made. Covered the fees. There ain't no fees, right? That remaining 5 contracts covered the fees. And maybe not the ones from last night, but if the runners, I had 5 runners. If the runners had not come back to break even, then this is what usually happens. The runners will make more money than the first 10. I've had that happen before, where the runners just take off. And by the time those runners hit your take profit, this number is higher than this number. That's why you always want to go close partials, go break even, take your runners. Let your runners do the work. Let your runners do the work. They're either going to do one or two things for you. They're either going to cover your fees, or they're going to just disappear and make even more money on the trade. This is why I didn't want to see this information until it was over. Because if I was watching this, I would be like focusing on it. Be stressing about it. Oh, I got to make my fees. Oh, with the runners. Should I close now? Oh, I'm at 300. Oh, 400. Oh, now, shoot, I'm at 150. Yeah, I should have closed. You know, all those shit emotions? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Because they're gonna muddy up your trading. Get rid of them. Trust me. Trust me, it works. All right. That's it for me, guys. I've now turned this account. Look at this. Look at this graphic. This account was at negative 1350, 1300. Look at it now. Like I said, it's not a flex. It's not a flex. All this is I was given a shit situation where I took a trade and it blew $700-800 past my personal daily loss limit of 750. I asked the prop firm to fix it. They said no twice. So I said, fine, I'm going to have to fix it on my own. So this is why I tell you guys, don't give up. Persevere and persist, and you guys will make it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Trust me, it's been many days where I wanted to give up. Don't give up. All right, I'm going to sign off. Before I go, though, just want to say thank you, Biblical, for being here. Elvis, good to see you every day. Alex, good to see you every day. I know you're already off, but in case you watch the replay. Willem, Mr. Defoe, welcome. Welcome. I always do this. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the chats. Edu.rdk, always good to see you, man. Is that weird that I say edu.rdk? What's a better way? Can I call you like, hey, Dave or something? Like, I'm just curious. Can I have a better way to shout you out? Edu.rdk sounds so strange. I'm not saying anything bad about your name. It's just hard for me to like say hi and bye. I don't know. Strange. It's like, hey, R2D2, how are you today? Hi, C3PO. Anyways, Stuart, appreciate you as well being in here for a bit, having good conversations pretty much every day, which I really appreciate that, Stuart. Same with you, Chris. As always, Chris. One of my just Edu is oh, okay. We'll just do Edu, Edu. I don't know. yeah. I'm a crazy person, but yeah, Chris and Tim, you guys got the number 1 and number 2 badges here on the chats, so I appreciate you guys every day showing up and in the Discord. I've been kind of busy off stream, so I haven't really been able to jump in the Discord. I know you guys have been talking to stuff in the Elite Navigator section, so I got to get back in there and say hi and see what's going on. But that's mainly for you guys, right? That's your space to do whatever. You can even talk about me in there if you want. So anyways, yeah. All right. My goal my goal every single week here is to start the week higher than or finish the week higher than I started. And obviously last week that didn't work out, but this week I think we're doing all right. So this account will be passed when I hit 3,000. And right now we're at 274. So, whatever. It's still not real money, but it's fine. Awesome. All right, guys, I will catch you tomorrow and then options on Friday. So make sure you show up for that. Do me a favor. I've got, I'm going to drop a question of the day. I haven't figured out what it is yet on this video afterwards. And just do me a favor. Jump back on this video afterwards. Go into the comment section and leave a comment if you don't mind, or answer the question. Really appreciate it. And like the stream on the way out too if you don't mind as well. That helps out a lot. So awesome, guys. Glad we got a good W today. Even if we had a loss, it would have been okay because I planned for it. But I am only taking A+ setups. I am not taking shit setups anymore. I'm done. If it's not A+, I'm not taking it. That was like an A- to A+ trade. So I'm like, all right, we'll take it. We'll take it. So, all right, cool. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Have a good one, and we'll catch you tomorrow. See you in the Discord.